What's up, everybody? We're live. Did I surprise you?
Wow, thanks for the warning. Jeez.
Did I surprise you? You
A little
seem
bit.
shocked.
What if I was like picking my nose or something?
Well, then the people would know that you are a nasty nose
I'm a
picker.
nose picker.
They would know that for a fact.
That's you, not me.
Look, we're here. We made it barely. We just got home from the theater
Not
at
really.
7 o'clock.
It wasn't that close.
It was kind of intense. It
A
was
little bit, yeah.
Not very intense, but
we made it out to see Spider-Man. What is this one called? Across. There's Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse, and then what's the next one going to be called?
Beyond the
Spider-Verse.
We learned that at the end.
Super hard to remember.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just saw that, and I'm still processing the movie, but we'll definitely be reviewing it.
Yeah, I would say Thursday we'll have a review out for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, let us know if you guys have checked it out yet. We loved the first one, so did it hold up to the first? I don't know. You'll have to wait to see.
Yeah, I did love the first one. An initial reaction, I'll give a little small reaction.
What?
That's it.
Oh my god, that's it. That was so lame.
That's my reaction. But we got 31 people in here watching us right now. We got this is episode 43 of Married with Media Live. So
all right,
we're on our way to 50. What are we going to do for episode 50?
I don't know. We should do something fun though, right?
I got top 50 movies of all time.
Oh gosh,
it'll be a 4-hour stream.
These like lists and rankings.
I love lists. I never get to do lists on my own.
Yeah, that's why, because you don't do it on your channel.
I don't get to do it. I should do more. I should just say F it and just do more lists and stuff of like directors and franchises and stuff like that, because
I think it would be fun though to see like how long of a stream we could do. It would have to be like on a night where the kids aren't home.
Yeah.
But it would be fun because I feel like we'd get kind of loopy and crazy.
Have you gone longer than 2 hours before on a stream?
Have I gone longer than 2 hours?
I don't know if you have. Oh, don't be dirty. Golly. It's too early for that. That's later on in the stream.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You don't want to scare the people. There could be new people in here. We've gotten, a few subscribers.
This is what you're gonna get
over the past week. So I want to thank you all for the additional subscribers that we've gotten and the supports.
Yeah.
And we're glad that you're here. And our Little Mermaid review doing pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we appreciate it. We appreciate all the support. We appreciate you here right now watching us.
The squirt.
Get your mind out of that gutter. Something's wrong with her tonight. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to keep it professional here tonight.
All right, let's get into the chat. We got Silent Attacker. Hey, Michelle and Ken. How are you doing today? I almost bought a Switch Lite today. I traded in a few movies. I got $233 in credit. Oh, okay. Or $150 in cash, and I'm getting the cash. Nice.
I want a Switch Lite too.
Yeah, I saw those. We got Maria in the chat. Evening, Michelle and Ken. How are you tonight? Doing good.
How are you doing, Maria?
Doing
good.
We got Dimension Scott. Hey there, you two. Let's get this started. Yeah. Thanks for being here. We got John Doe Juggalo. Good evening, everyone.
What's up, John?
Very fun to say. We got Chubbs Loves Movies. Hey, everyone. How's it going?
I don't think I've seen Chubbs Loves Movies.
I don't know if we have.
Brand new person.
We got our girl Tiana. Hey everyone, how's it going, Tiana?
A lot of people love movies tonight. You got Chubbs Loves Movies and Tiana, of course, loves movies.
Yeah. I mean, everybody loves movies. If you're here, sorry, my hair is getting on my nerves.
All over the place.
We got Huck in the chat. Hey, lovebirds. Hey, chatters. Looking forward to some Hollywood news. How's it going?
Oh, we
Huck?
Got some doozies.
I saw Huck post. He was at the Funko
store. I did see that.
Mm-hmm. That's very cool.
He did a story post on it too.
This is my collection of Funkos. I always forget like which way to go.
Our son's got like 50 of them in his closet. We could bring some of them down here if you just wanted to fill out those shelves.
I do not. I do not just collect any old thing. I'm very specific about what I will purchase.
I've
mindful.
been specific with Funkos too. Like I primarily collect horror Funkos.
Okay.
Like that's what I decided early on.
Well, I was
To
talking
just collect
about
horror Funkos.
me, not you.
I'm just
So
saying.
anyway, these are my Funkos, and they are all House of the Dragon. I do have one more though that I haven't put out yet. It's over there somewhere. I still haven't opened
I'm
that.
pretty sure they got Lord of the Rings ones. You could collect those as well.
They do not. They may,
They
but
don't?
not on the website. They have like those soda pop ones or whatever, and
I know I've seen a Balrog. That thing was like huge. I think it was one of the big ones.
Yeah, I
a long
want
time
like
ago.
those, and
Yeah.
I don't see. But anyway, I did really want. I was trying to see if they had Succession ones, but they do not yet.
No, they don't have.
They don't have them.
no.
So anyway,
But I don't. My work actually doesn't do Funko Pops anymore. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we got rid of them.
Oh,
They're just not profitable. I don't think that. I feel like the Funko craze has definitely died down.
yeah,
But yeah, we got rid of them like
yeah. I'm
3 or 4 months
definitely
ago.
late to the
Because I used to
Funko.
see all the new characters and stuff come
Right,
in
you
like all the
did.
time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Let's see. We got film addiction. Everyone smash that like button. That's right. You heard him. Do what he says. Dimension saying, hey everyone. Tiana says my favorite stream every Monday when I'm done with work.
Thank you, Tiana. We appreciate you
Awesome.
being here.
Jade.
Sure,
730. It says, how many movies do you have?
I don't know. I would say I'm close to.
That a lot.
I would say I'm close to 3,000. I gotta be close. Like the last time I legitimately counted, it was like, well, actually I did count when I did Bob's stream, and I can't remember what that total was. I think it was somewhere in like 28 or something. It's close to 3,000. If not, it'll be that by the end of this year.
Gotcha. We got Tony in the chat. Hi, Ken and Michelle. How's it going, Tony?
What's up, Tony?
We got Tony's Movies and More. Hey, Ken and Michelle. How's
What's
it going?
up, Tony?
Got double Tonys. The Tony.
Double Tonys.
Tony double. I was trying to think of
those
something
Tonys.
clever, but I couldn't. Let's see. Saying hi to each other. Both Tonys are here. That's right. Let's see. Emmett says, so watch your reviews of Creed 3, and it sounds like you didn't like the movie that much.
I thought I liked it better than I did when I watched it, but then I got to thinking about it, and I don't like that movie. I'll probably never watch it again, to be honest.
And tell me, didn't I say that it like didn't look good and I didn't care to see it?
You did.
Yeah.
You were right.
I just feel like I'm right a lot. Like I just do. Like I just feel like I know
it's
when
fine.
a movie's gonna be good.
It's fine. And I said I won't watch it again. I'm sure I will at some point. Like if I just want to do like a Rocky marathon, like
who has time?
You gotta watch even the bad ones, If I do a Halloween marathon, I'll still watch the Rob Zombie ones.
We've got another Ken in the chat. Hi, Ken and Michelle.
What's
How's
up,
it going,
Ken?
Just people saying hi to each other. Jesse Brown says, if it isn't my consular, how do you say that? Consuliergy? Consulier Michelle. I only know one person who calls me that, and I work with her, and I don't think that that's her.
Could be.
She calls me Michelle, and my foot's stuck on the cord. She'll call me that in front of like patients and stuff too.
Yeah.
And I feel kind of weird about it because Michelle is a weird name, right?
It's very weird. Yeah,
no offense. Weird. And I'm just like, that's not really my name. My name's Michelle. I'm like super like self-conscious about it. We got Adrian James. Hey everyone, how's it going?
She had people to call. Where's Mish at? You should get them to call you Mish.
Right. Island Blue says, is it just as good as the first one or better? Oh, Spider-Man. Well, that's the thing. I'm not gonna talk about it. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about it because that's a big part of like my thoughts on it.
Yeah.
And like review of it. So, just no spoilers. We gotta have content. I'm not really a big anime person, so I'm gonna wait for it to come out on 4K. Well, it's not anime.
It's not anime, but it is animated.
It is animated.
So.
And it's got lots of different animations going on
A
for
lot of different
sure.
styles. Yeah, very
We
creative.
got Scott in the chat. Good evening, Ken and Michelle. What do y'all think of Oppenheimer's R rating along with the 3-hour runtime?
That is a story that I saw and I didn't put down because we're already talking about Oppenheimer a little bit. But that is interesting, I will say, because I think that they said that was maybe Christopher Nolan's second R-rated movie or something.
I was going to say, I don't really get the big deal.
His first one in a long time, and it's 3 hours. So
here, you're going to have to take over because I have to do something with my hair.
Okay. But yeah, really it's, it seems right for that movie because I'm sure they're going to dive into some mature themes for sure. And, I'm sure if you want to be historically accurate, people cuss a lot, in real life, especially when things get heated. And I'm sure that things get heated a lot in that movie. So there'll be people dropping F-bombs and stuff. I'm sure that's what the R rating's for. So that makes sense to me. Why would be R-rated? Let's see. The dude who loves movies with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Cody. Awesome stuff, man.
Thank you so much, Cody.
I'm backed up at work right now, so I can't stay, but wanted to drop in and show my support. I'll definitely be watching the replay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We know you're busy, and but most of the time he watches the replay because I always see him commenting and stuff. So
I know. I was hoping that Monday nights would be a good time for him. But
Cody's a busy man. He's got his job. He's got his channel now. He's popping up on live streams. He's doing the thing. He's doing great. Steve Mars is here. Greetings, you two lovebirds and flick friends. What is up, Steve? We got Paul Monger here. He says, "Hey, I'm working a night shift from home. This will kill some time." Well, awesome, Paul. Glad we could
a night shift from
kill
home.
some time.
Do you work in like IT or something?
Yeah, I would love a night shift from home.
Would you?
No, I would not.
That's when you do all your
I guess if it kept me from working on the weekends, maybe. I don't know. Griff is here. What's up, Griff? Evening, fellow film fans.
I can't.
What?
My hair.
Griff says, "Is Mario still coming out tomorrow?" Hearing conflicting things on the release date. I don't know. It's not on Blu-ray.com, at least as if I looked a few hours ago. People are getting their steelbooks in, and they pulled it like when I put my most anticipated up last week. So I'm sure that they already sent the steelbooks out. So it's weird that they would ship the release date when it's that close. Walmart's had them in stock. They're clearly available. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I was asking Ken that on the way to the movie because, as you know, I'm not a physical media collector. But I did really want Mario because it's been my favorite movie of the year.
Because you pre-ordered that one, right? I said no.
And I saw other people getting it. Tony had it. Some other people like on Instagram and YouTube. And I was like, do you have it? Like, where is it?
To be fair, I don't pick up a lot of studio 4Ks day one, like new movies that come out. I will wait for them, especially Universal, because they're very pricey. And within a couple of weeks, it'll go down.
It is?
Knock at the Cabin just came out a few weeks ago for $30 on 4K. It is now $20.
Gotcha.
They always drop in price, and I'm not worried about getting the slipcovers because you can usually get those a few weeks after. But if you really want to watch it and you're going to watch it as soon as I grab it, I will pick that sucker up tomorrow. I don't care to do it.
I just thought that it was kind of rude because it was my favorite, and I haven't
Well, maybe I wanted to go out shopping with you, me and you, and do a video where we pick up the steelbook or something. We could do that. We just need to get somebody to come out and watch the kids since they're home all summer now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what's going on, Griff. I really don't. Duck Pond says, "Hi, Ken and Michelle. I think Ken's movie purchasing budget should be increased 4 or 5 times, and you should start." I saw that comment. Was that you, Duck?
Yeah, I think it had to have been.
How am I going to pay the mortgage if that happens?
You guys would get tired of it if it was weekly.
Yeah, I almost feel like it's too much doing it monthly. But we keep doing them because people seem to like them. So.
Yeah.
Jesse Brown says the Lord of the Rings Funko Pops are beginning to be pricey. Better snatch them up now. Yeah, hopefully that makes some new ones. Mario Kart and 64, nice.
You sure?
Oh yeah, I love that game. I don't know if this is 64 though. This just says 92, so I'm assuming it's talking about the Super Nintendo game. How many of the 3,000 double dippers?
Well, does he ride a cart in that one?
I'd say maybe 100.
He's driving a cart.
In Mario Kart Super Nintendo, yeah. The original Mario Kart was on Super Nintendo.
All right.
And it came out in 92. That's what the shirt's referencing.
Gotcha.
Thank you so much, Cody. And we got Tiana saying hey to everybody. Jesse said that was from Dodgeball. Yeah, I thought I recognized that. Scaps is here. The first animated Spider-Man movie made me ill. I think due to frame rate was purposefully choppy. I've heard that from some people. I get it. I mean, it's a very jarring animation style, but
it really is.
Didn't bother me.
I felt like that a little bit tonight, but I didn't know if it was just like me, because like sometimes I do have some like vertigo that goes on sometimes. So I'm like, is this like me, or is this like a lot going on, or what? But
yeah, is Michelle still mad at me about the intro music? Sorry, I was just trying to help. She's
not
pissed.
Not at all.
She's pissed, Scabs.
Not at all, Scabs.
Yeah, she is pissed. I'm just kidding. She's not. Hey there, Kid, and it was bad intro music, so I like our intro music.
Wow.
Now. Hey there, Kid and Michelle. So you were right, Scabs. Hey there, Kid and Michelle. Just at home on summer vacation, just watching Pirates of the Caribbean, my favorite franchise. Nice.
Awesome.
Jed says Mario couldn't count against your monthly audit since Michelle wants it. LOL. Love the monthly audit videos. I would never get tired of audit videos. What a silly thing to say. Besides, Ken has been way too frugal lately.
Oh, they want to see more dollars.
They want to see like thousands of that. Maybe you'll see it this month because all my vinegar stuff comes in this month. And yeah, maybe. The Blu-ray app also allows you to catalog your video game too. I know you're getting back into those also.
As if he needs another thing to collect.
Ken, you are about to make me hook up my GameCube so I can play Mario Kart Double Dash. I never played that one. I never got into the GameCube. All right, so we can start getting into the stories. Let's talk about the box office first. Do you want to talk about the box office first?
Yeah.
Since we did just see the movie.
Let's do it.
Very impressive numbers for the Across the Spider-Verse movie.
Yeah.
It made $120.5 million, and it takes the top spot at the box office. So,
clearly.
What do you think about that? Spider-Verse, the second movie, making 120.5. That's big money.
Yeah, I love to see it. I really do.
That's a 3-day weekend, not for like Little Mermaids. I think 119.
Well, I think they said that this took the second spot for highest animated behind Mario. I'm guessing.
I'm looking up the first one, the box office that it made opening weekend.
Well, I know, but I'm saying
I don't know. I didn't see that.
It said it tomorrow.
People are into animated right now, then, right? They have to be.
Well, I don't think that anybody
animation's taken over.
Did they ever get out of it?
I mean, if these are the biggest movies of the year, then yeah, I think so.
I think that, the first one, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Do you have it yet?
I do not. I love to hear your voice.
Yeah, I know. It, like I said, we loved that movie, and I can't really remember if everybody else did too. I mean, I think that it was well received.
I don't think I've heard maybe a couple people that said they didn't like it, but there hasn't been very, very many. That's
the first one?
The first one. Okay. I think that maybe the only people that don't like it are what Scap said. The animation just was kind of too jarring for them, and they couldn't take it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I cannot find it.
Okay. Well, anyway, I thought that I saw something about that it took the number 2 spot for like highest animated film behind Mario.
Yeah, you could have very well saw that.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I think that it's awesome. I mean, it's a good thing, right?
It is a good thing
to have people getting out and watching the movies, and yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think you're gonna find it.
Okay. So I think that I found it, and I could be wrong, but if I'm right, this is very impressive. So it says on December 14th when it came out, because this one came out in December.
So that's
15th
interesting.
And December 16th. If I could find my old Instagram account, like I logged it on there, $35 million is what it's saying the first one made.
I don't think that's right.
Opening weekend. I kind of think it is.
Really?
Because there wasn't the hype level for Spider-Man at this time. We had gotten the first Tom Holland movie.
Mm-hmm.
But like I feel like over the past few years, we've gotten I don't know when the video game came out, but we got the video game, we got the No Way Home, we got Far From Home, we got Spider-Man being a more a key player in the Marvel universe.
Right.
And then this one kind of played into that hype as well, into the Spider-Verse. I feel like people are just Spider-Man crazy at this point. So yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Well, that's crazy then.
And I do think I remember it being in the 30s opening weekend.
Wow.
So,
but you have to take into the fact that had a December release and this had a summer release.
And from what I remember,
that is drastically
it
different.
opened up against 3 other big movies. I think Bumblebee came out that same weekend. I think Aquaman came out that same weekend. And I think Mary Poppins Returns came out that same weekend.
That's really funny that Bumblebee came out when Transformers is about to come out.
Yeah. And but I don't remember Bumblebee doing too well either. I think that Aquaman kind of took that weekend over.
Which I did not really care for.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think that's awesome.
All right. Well, we'll continue on in the box office and talk about some of the other movies that came out this weekend. We have Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, of course, 120. This one says 0.7 million. So I guess it made a little bit more in the finals.
Crazy.
Little Mermaid dropped down to 41.4 million. And it made 90 million technically in its opening, like 3-day weekend.
Is this the second weekend?
This is the second weekend.
Okay.
So that's about, I'd say it's not a terrible drop. It's probably about a 60% drop or something like that. It's not terrible, but it's definitely not what you want out of this movie. It's going to struggle to make its budget back from what I'm hearing.
That's what I was going to say. Wasn't the budget like really?
It was astronomical.
Yeah,
I think it was like $300 million or something.
I mean,
or maybe like 260, and that's not even including like marketing and stuff.
Yeah. I saw something about for Ariel's hair. They spent like $150,000 on it or something.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm like, what?
For sure.
I mean, the Boogeyman, like that's not bad either.
But the Boogeyman, 12.4 million, and I'm sure that the budget of that movie wasn't. It was maybe like 10 million or something. I'm sure they did not spend a lot of money on that. So
wow.
That's the thing with horror movies, though. It's they always, budget them modestly, and then they always end up making money.
Yeah.
That's why horror has been a genre that's been able to be sustained for pretty much a century now, because they're very cheap to make. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, 10.7 million. That's the 5th weekend for that. So the movie's still doing pretty well. And it outdid Fast X in its 5th weekend. Or no, 3rd weekend.
Gotcha.
9.6 million. So it beat Fast X in its 3rd weekend. Which is dropping pretty significantly. But I think that from what I'm hearing out of Fast X, it was okay, better than 9, but it's definitely not a great movie or anything.
Right.
Do you want to jump back into the chat or get into the Nolan?
You can do a chat.
Oh, we did have Tiana with a $13.99 super chat. Thank you so much, Tiana.
Thank you so much, Tiana. You rock.
You rock. Thank you. I didn't star it like we do got Planet Mondo in here. What's up, man? Chat probably.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So that would be a good thing though. I'll plan accordingly for my stuff to come.
And why is that a good thing? Like
I don't know.
Why do you want to order from these people if you have to wait that long?
Well, I want my Showgirls. Like I do want that one because it's a newer title, and Blade in the Dark too. But all the other stuff is older stuff that I got in the sale, so I can wait on that.
But I'm saying, why is it going to take till July?
Because they always shut down their website in June. This is not a Vinegar Syndrome show, but they always shut down their website in June for Vinegar Syndrome titles. So they won't allow anybody to order anymore because they get so many orders through the sale that they have to fulfill those, and they take all June to do it. So
gotcha.
If I'm on the which I should be the first order to come because I ordered that thing the second it was freaking announced.
I'm sure you and a bunch of other people.
But anyway, I don't think it has anything to do with when you order it. Just kind of.
Gotcha. Here you were right where Cal is.
All right, so we'll star Cal, and I guess we can go ahead and read Cal's comment real quick since we're on it. Shell could always sing your intros. Cue the Taylor Swift up. That would be good. You could sing it like Cody does his.
Yeah.
Michelle loves movies. You could do that or something.
Right.
Not just copying. Like that. You don't want to copy, but something like that.
That would be copying.
All right, let's talk about this story that you know nothing about. This is the
I know
Tom
nothing.
Cruise versus Christopher Nolan story. So apparently, I got to look up the release dates again, I think. But I think Oppenheimer comes out on July the 21st. And I think that Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning comes out on July the 10th. And I could be wrong in that, but it's
check.
close to that.
Okay.
But Christopher Nolan has made a deal with IMAX to have his movie on all of the IMAX screens when it comes out. So Oppenheimer, and I mean Christopher Nolan pretty much like pioneered new movies in IMAX the way we know them now. Like movies were in IMAX at the Science Center that we went to when we were kids. Remember that?
Right.
You didn't go to the movies and see movies on IMAX. Like that wasn't a thing before The Dark Knight really popularized it and came out and it was shot in IMAX and everything. So Christopher Nolan kind of pioneered the new movies being in IMAX.
So yeah, July 12th for Mission Impossible. You were right on that.
So he gets the exclusive deal with IMAX that he made with them for Oppenheimer, his movie, when it comes out to be shown on all the IMAX screens. So what Tom Cruise has a problem with is his movie comes out 11 days before and his movie's shot in IMAX. And he wants his movie to be seen on IMAX, but it only has an 11-day window because after that 11 days, then all of the Mission Impossible gets pulled off all the IMAX screens and is just shown on the regular screen. So we only have 11 days to see Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning on the IMAX screen. And he thinks that his movie should only or needs to be seen in that way. So he wants to give everybody enough time to go see it.
What do you mean? They're not going to completely pull his movie from IMAX?
Yes. Per the deal that Nolan has with IMAX, every single theater in the United States, I think, that has IMAX, or maybe the world, hell, I don't know, has to show Oppenheimer when it comes out. Like he gets every IMAX screen for Oppenheimer. So you have Tom Cruise that is currently petitioning with all of the theater chains and the studio execs and stuff like that to not have this happen. He doesn't want his movie pulled from the screens.
I mean, I get it, but like also, why did they agree to do that?
And I don't know if this is because Oppenheimer has had this release date apparently for like a year and a half, and Dead Reckoning wasn't chosen to come out. I think at this time, I think maybe like 6 months ago or something is when they set the release date for that.
That's crazy.
So I don't know if Tom Cruise, this is something
suck.
he was just now realizing, and so now he's getting all up in arms about it, or what's going on. But it's tough because I can understand Tom Cruise's point because his whole thing is, look, my movie's going to do better business at the end of the day, and I think he's right.
Yeah,
I think that Oppenheimer will do good money, but I predict Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning will probably make 80 to 90 million opening weekend, and that'll make it the highest grossing movie or Mission Impossible movie because I think Fallout opened at like 60 or something.
Gotcha.
But I think this one's gonna, especially with all the momentum he has from Top Gun, it could open over 100 million.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, it's definitely gonna do better than Oppenheimer.
Yeah, so I think it could open to like 100 million maybe, and Oppenheimer at best, and this is just my opinion, at best I think it does 50 million opening weekend. Could do more. Probably maybe we'll do less. But is it worth pulling Mission Impossible out of theaters that are going to make more money with his movie in it?
I mean, 11 days is not a lot of days for, the normal person to get out and go to the movies. Yeah. If you're not like eat, breathe, sleep movies like we do, and you're just kind of the more like average normal movie goer or whatever, like, hey, what do you want to do today? Oh, let's go to the movies. There's we haven't been to a movie in a long time. I don't know, you know what I mean? I feel like kind of the same crowd, like you said, as Top Gun.
Yeah,
people that probably don't necessarily go to the movies all that much, but it was that movie that got them there. And I do feel like it will be a very similar situation. And so 11 days is just not enough, and it definitely would affect the numbers.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, are people still going to go see it just in like standard format? Probably.
Yeah, and he's trying to get all the DTX theaters that he can because apparently those are different. I don't know the complete differences with everything. I know we saw Spider-Man in DTX today.
Well, I will tell you. So the last few movies we've seen, because of times offered, we saw in standard.
Yeah,
we did. today we made it a point to see an XD. And I'm not quite sure if I see a difference or hear a difference.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just our theater or what, but
it's hard for me to tell a complete difference in the theater anyway, because it could be the way it comes out on the projection, the way that the screen looks, where you're at in the theater. I don't know. It's hard for me to tell. I can tell the difference on the television screen.
Right.
Like stuff looks great on there. But in the theater, like I don't really, other than the screen being bigger, like I do
right.
notice
That's what I'm saying. Is it like this, they make you think that it's different just because it's like a lot bigger of a space
and I
the
know
screen's
that the sound was off when we were watching the movie today, because
it had to have been.
It was so low. It was ridiculous. Like it was still loud enough to hear.
I mean, we talked about how we had heard some complaints on Spider-Man about people not being able to hear the dialogue and stuff, but I don't know if that was like necessarily like a theater sound problem or if it was just the movie itself or whatever. I don't know, but yeah, I mean that sucks. And I mean, Tom Cruise is the kind of guy who I feel like he gets offended a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And he, thinks that he's like superior, and
I don't see him winning this one, because I mean, it's like if there's one person that has either more power or just as much power as him in Hollywood, it's Christopher Nolan. So I don't think he's going to win this this battle right here. But what they could do is next couple of years they could team up and they could put a movie out together, and then they don't have to deal with all this because they'll be together. So. I don't think they've ever worked with each other.
And why do they have the actor there, not Christopher Nolan?
It's just this particular picture. The one I put on the thumbnail has Nolan in it.
So, I'm wondering, are Tom Cruise and Christopher Nolan friends?
I don't know if they've ever worked together. I'm sure they've met, but I don't know if they've ever worked together or anything like that.
I could see Tom Cruise calling up Christopher Nolan and being Chris, like, "This isn't going to work out. We're going to have to figure something out."
Yeah, and I mean, look, I don't know. I don't think Tenet did very good business, but it also came out in the pandemic. Mm-hmm. So, but Oppenheimer could blow off the box office, be one of the most. I don't see it happening with a 3-hour runtime.
Like Avatar.
Like Batman had a 3-hour runtime and was rated R. Mm-hmm. Wasn't Batman rated R? Maybe it was rated PG-13. It was rated PG-13.
Was it?
I think it was PG-13.
Yeah.
Rated R, 3 hours long. It doesn't have the best odds for being a big box office success. But,
right.
Who knows?
All right, let's get back into the chat.
All right, we got Smirk here. I just got my Mario Steelbook in, and I can't wait to check out the movie. I hope it's good.
Nice.
I think if you're a fan of the games,
jealous.
You will be smirking the entire time you watch it.
See, I could put this Steelbook behind me on my shelf.
Is that what you're going to do with my Steelbook?
It should be my present. No, it'll be mine.
You don't want the colorful slip instead? You want the Steelbook with the mushroom on it?
I don't know. I need to look at them.
I don't know if there's any left, but the Mario, the Walmart one with the star.
Oh, yeah, those were cool. Somebody sent that to me because they knew how much I love Mario.
Yeah.
People always looking out for me.
Oh,
Unlike my husband.
I thought you said they sent it to you. Like, we got one.
No. He sent me a picture of it and was like, look at this.
Jose Sanchez says, so what happened between Tom and Nolan? Hopefully we covered that. They're arguing over IMAX. Griff Reduct says, thoughts on Indy 4Ks? Get all 4 or just the first 3? If I was getting them, I'd get all 4, but I'm not getting them because I have the pack. And Indiana Jones I like, but it's not worth double dipping for me. Would you ever go digital and rip your movie disc to a media server? That's what I do now. A Zapita reference player. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But if you do it and it works for you, then that's great. Maybe in 20 years, ask me again. Maybe I'd be open to it. I don't know. Planet Mondo said, what's up? You might actually get your vinegar syndrome. I already read that, didn't I? Movie Hunter 2020 is here. What's up, Movie Hunter?
Ken has Alzheimer's. So.
I do. Scap says, hey Ken, I pre-ordered FX 4K from Vinegar Syndrome. That was pricey. I pre-ordered that one too. I did. 53 people watching. Make sure to hit the like button. Thank you, Tiana.
We
got Scott Cameron here. Big fan of y'all, so thanks for the content. Appreciate you, Michelle and Ken. Curious, do y'all ever opt for any premium format showings at a theater like IMAX or just standard best theater experience? We kind of just
I think we did answer that without meaning to.
One.
Yeah. I feel like most of the time we usually do XD.
Yeah.
But again, I feel like our theater has become like very like limited in the times that they offer in XD. And so sometimes like if we just want to get the movie seen, then we just go ahead and see it in standard. So
yeah.
But
Griffer Duck says they are saying the budget for Boogeyman is $35 million. That's it. Really?
wow.
That's too much for a horror movie. Unless it's like Halloween, it's going to make money. Are you going to see The Flash? Yes, plan on it.
We sure are.
Plan on it. Since you're such a big advocate, I'm looking forward to Mission Possible 7. She's looking forward to Mission Possible.
Are you making fun of Maria?
No, I'm not. And did we say hi to Maria? Is this the first time she's been in here? She's already been in here, right?
She's already been in here. Okay. See, guys, he has Alzheimer's.
I do. I'm sorry, Maria.
It's bad.
But yes, I'm looking forward to it as well. Want to see the Flash movie, but Ezra Miller is tough to watch due to all his issues. I explained that to somebody that commented on one of our videos.
Yeah.
I was like, you can't condemn a movie because of one person. Like, there's so many people that worked on that movie.
Even though he is a big part of it.
He's a big part of it.
I feel like I'll be able to look past it. Hopefully he does a good enough job with his performance that I won't see him. I'll see Flash.
Now, if Ezra Miller directed it, wrote it, filmed it, starred in it, did everything, then okay, don't see it. But
I get it, like not wanting to support someone who does bad things. I get that part of it.
Well,
but like you said,
if it really just rubbed you the wrong way.
A lot of other people are involved in it.
Here's my problem with I don't have a problem with you taking a stand and saying I don't want to see it because I don't like it, but don't like act like other people are bad people because they want to see something that has one person in it that did something wrong, or I don't even think he hasn't even been like convicted of anything. Like they've kept everything honestly, so like hush hush. Like it's still not like we can kind of guess that he probably did some nasty stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't know.
Seems like a lot of people in Hollywood do though. There's like no
pretty
telling.
Much.
There's no telling what some of our probably favorite actors and actresses have done.
And it's probably the tamest now. Like we watched Babylon. Like, and that was about silent era films and how wild and crazy they were.
Right.
Like imagine like the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, like all the classics of that you think of as so wholesome. I bet all the people behind those movies are like just big pieces of crap. Like if we heard about some of the things those actors and directors did now, like it would make your skin crawl. So
probably
like just throw out every movie you've ever seen from like the 80s back, and if you want to be like that. Let's see. John Doe Juggalo says sometimes I find myself finally able to see a movie for 2 weeks after release. It's just be like that.
Yeah, I mean, it would be like we'd probably be like a week or two behind sometimes on seeing a new movie.
We've been doing pretty good this past couple of weeks because we're like, we're going to go on Monday. And then you're like making me hustle to get my media report filmed the night before. And
I make you do that, or you choose to do that?
Well, I choose to do it. Little Mermaid, you didn't give me a choice. You said we're seeing that on Monday. Now this one we decided together. I'm like, I'll just do the same thing I did last week, and then we'll go see it.
You said it. You said I'll just do what I did last week.
Yeah, I said that this week. I said last week.
Don't blame me.
We got 60 people in here. Thank you all so much for joining us. Hit the like button if you haven't already. I haven't seen a Nolan film since The Dark Knight Rises. See Interstellar. That's a good one. I like Interstellar. Dunkirk and Tenet you can skip. I didn't like those.
It's very thought-provoking.
Yeah, I love Interstellar. Scap says IMAX tickets help boost sales numbers due to higher prices. Yeah, for sure. I can't really want to see Oppenheimer in Dolby Atmos. It's not even showing in Dolby Atmos. It's only showing in IMAX. Really?
Interesting.
I have over 3K physical media in my library. I never heard of you until a couple days ago. I finally found like-minded folks who share in this great passion. There is that one other guy as well.
Awesome.
There's a lot of us, DJ Fuba. So just do some investigating. Physical media collectors. There's a whole community on here, like hundreds of channels that talk about it. So
awesome.
But glad you found us for sure. I've been binge watching the two of you almost nonstop. Well, we appreciate that, DJ. Don't be a stranger. Hang out, comments, interact. We love it. Strange fact: Nolan is 8 years younger than Tom Cruise.
Okay, yeah, I can see that when I look at their pictures.
Yeah,
Tom Cruise is getting up there.
Yeah, I mean, Tom Cruise has been famous since he was a teenager. So, and I don't think Nolan made his first movie until like the late 90s, maybe. But I'm sure he was involved in stuff, going to school and all that.
I like I said, strange fact.
Let's see. Target exclusive 3D slipcover is awesome, but it's only Blu-ray for Mario. Yeah. Target exclusives are only Blu-ray lately. I don't know what.
So they do have a 4K for Mario?
Target?
No, just there is a 4K.
Oh yeah, there's a 4K. Yeah. The animated movies usually get 4Ks from Universal at least. But,
gotcha.
Let's see. Cruise control is a real thing, I guess. Yes, it is, Cal. I'm trying to calculate the time it would take Ken to rip his whole collection to a server.
Oh my.
I don't even want to do that. Get the Star Mario version. The Steelbook is boring.
Yeah, it is a little, I guess. It's just black, right? With the mushroom on it. The Steelbook, yeah.
Do you guys have food at your theater or you sneak it in? A little bit of both. We did today.
We do both, yeah. Today, I'm trying to eat better. And so I took my own snacks. Because every time, if you're here last week, I like went all out, got all this crap. And
I don't know what was going on with everybody today, but you all just left me with the popcorn the whole time. Nobody wanted it. Our son didn't want it. Daughter didn't ask for it.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there with the popcorn munching on it the whole movie. And I'm like, damn it.
Yeah. I took my own snacks today, but yeah, usually we do a little bit of both. We might not bring everything in. We might still get some stuff.
I brought a Zevia,
You say that every time, like you're so cool for drinking those or something.
I used to bring them back.
Those things are nasty as hell.
When I saw movies in the morning, I would bring a Zevia and an apple and a pack of pretzels.
I've heard this story before.
I don't remember skipping any of your comments, Son Attacker.
Wow. Yeah, I don't think we did.
I've gone straight down the line.
Go back up.
Look forward. Huh?
I was just going to see. We read the IMAX one, and yeah, I don't think we did. I don't know.
Unless we're not seeing it in StreamYard.
Did you miss us reading it?
Look forward to Thelma and Louise review. Yeah, we actually watched that together.
We did.
Do you want to do a quick review together of Thelma and Louise? Since I'm going to review the 4K, but.
Well, I don't know, because what I want to talk about is a spoiler. So.
Yeah. Did you enjoy the movie overall?
So we broke it up over 2 nights.
Yeah.
We had to just because of kids and stuff, but I don't know. I don't really know. Like I kind of thought it was a little boring. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about it, honestly. I felt like it was a little boring, but it had some fun parts, but
yeah.
And then the ending just really threw me for a loop.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was in a good way or not.
I never heard about the ending, so it was kind of kind of a surprising ending for that movie, I'd say.
Just like, what? Yeah. Uh-huh. Did you like it?
I really enjoyed it. I did. But part of my enjoyment came from just how great that 4K looked, which I'll talk about, in my review. But
yeah, some of the scenes were really beautiful. You know, like when they were both, when Thelma and Louise were in what's that car called? A Thunder.
Yeah, Blue Thunderbird.
Yeah, when they were in clearly no cars. When they were in that, and they're driving through the desert and stuff, very beautiful shots and stuff.
Yeah, that
and
was,
whoever who was the director or whatever.
Ridley Scott.
Oh, that's right.
Legendary Ridley Scott.
He knows how to based on this movie, I guess, because I can't really think of it in The Last Duel or anything. But he knows how to film a woman's body, I feel like.
Well, he also had a cinematographer. I don't know who did the cinematography in this, but yeah, I agree. He does. Yeah. I guess you would say in a non objectifying way.
Right.
Like a strong and powerful way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because regardless how you feel about the film, I think both the performances are great.
But that was also them bringing it.
That was them bringing it. I mean, they were the right two actresses at that right time. It was just it was a woman power movie without
really
being
good chemistry.
An overtly like woman power movie. I feel like if that came out today, everybody would be like, "Oh, that's woke." Blah blah blah. I don't know.
You think it'd be woke?
If there's a woman or person of color in any movie nowadays, it's woke. But yeah, Thelma and Louise. I liked it a lot. I did. Let's see. I watched Guy Ritchie war movie. I thought it was awesome. Operation Fortune, maybe. Hey moderators, it's not spam if he doesn't read the message. LOL, all love. Will you do a quick short review after you come out of the Flash movie? Maybe. It's hard for us to do the short reviews because we're usually in a rush or we got our kids, and it's just we don't want to be holding the camera while our kids are.
Yeah, our kids will be with us again for Flash, so.
We'll try. I wanted to do one like just some like a quick short or something.
For me, it just seems a bit repetitive.
Yeah.
To do like a quick reaction.
We're going to see a movie.
And then a full reaction. I don't know. Like I guess a quick one would be good for like Instagram or something. But
if we were serious people, we would do it.
I guess.
We are not serious people.
I love you, but you are not serious people.
That is a Succession reference if y'all don't watch. But
are
we going to do a review of Succession?
I think we should. Just for ourselves.
I just want to do like just turn the camera on and just talk for like an hour or something about it because there's a lot to dig into with that season.
Yeah.
I'm supporting DC and Michael Keaton. Sorry, Ezra's not going to ruin this for me. Keaton Returns. Yeah.
Nice.
I think everybody that's a fan of Keaton from the 89 is going to see that movie no matter what. That's my main reason. I'm excited for it. Deadly Spooky's here. What's up, Deadly Spooky?
What's up? I know he's been at what was that big Palooza? Monster
Palooza.
He was at Monster Palooza. I was watching his stories, all this crazy. Like I wish we had stuff like that around here.
We got Scarefest coming up. Do you want to go to that?
Like, is it like good though, or is it like kind of mediocre?
I've never been.
Where is it?
How would I know? In Lexington.
It's
a convention though. I mean, it's got a bunch. It's primarily horror, so.
Yeah, but I think that could be fun. Like this one was like legit. Did you see any of it? Like, I mean, like big old statues and.
I don't know.
People dressed
it probably won't be that legit, but it'll. It is Kentucky.
Crazy.
It'll be about as legit as.
And
Kentucky
lots of like famous people, signing stuff and.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know how many.
Lloyd was there and.
Oh, Tim Talks Talkies went to that too.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a different thing. We're not going to get Christopher Lloyd.
Well, yeah, I know.
Michael J. Fox. I would probably shell out the money to get their autograph.
We'll have to check into it though.
But yeah, for sure. Top 3 Samuel. Do you want to know my top 3 Samuel L. Jackson, or did we reference the Samuel L. Jackson movie? Or are you even talking about Samuel L. Jackson?
I know.
That's just the first name that came to my mind when you say Samuel. But if we're going to do top 3 Samuel L. Jackson, I would go, it's off the top of my head, it's all Tarantino, but Pulp Fiction, Hateful Eight, and God, what's the other one? Jackie Brown? No, Django. That's the one I was thinking of.
Eventually, you're not even going to remember the names of movies.
Yeah, I think Tarantino's gotten the 3 best performances. He's also great in Jackie Brown too, out of Samuel L. Jackson.
Those are good ones.
The Wizards of Oz has bad past yet people still love and praise it. Yeah.
You need me to read, honey?
I might. You want to take over?
Yeah, I'll take over.
We only got a couple more stories, so you can go through the chat.
Maria says the Flash should be called Batman Flashpoint. I think everyone is going to see it because of Michael Keaton, right?
You should have changed the name. They really should.
I'm only going to watch the Flash for Michael Keaton, says Eternal Melancholy. Yeah.
And they've smartly leaned into that. Like you see Michael Keaton like front and center on the promo material and stuff.
People are going to be disappointed if he's only in it for like 20 minutes.
From everything I've heard, people have seen the movie. They say he's in it a lot.
Okay.
So.
That Mario lenticular was hard to pass up. I almost double dipped for the first time. Haha, awesome. Lorenzo says, what are 3 good romantic movies you guys recommend for the wife and I? I like that question. I don't know. I feel like we don't really watch a lot of romantic movies. Something that I do really want to see though is Pride and Prejudice, because it has Tom in it from Succession. He's like known for that movie.
Yeah.
Just being like super romantic and just like in love with, is it Keira Knightley? I think she's in it. I really want to watch that just to see him as that, because I just like everybody just swoons over him in that movie. Because he has like his accent and everything. I don't know. Do you have any favorite romantic?
Most of mine would be rom-coms. I mean, of course, we could say La La Land.
La La Land.
Also, I think I love Crazy Stupid Love, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, When Harry Met Sally. Those are all 3 great romantic comedies. But if you want like specifically romantic movies,
I'm trying to think of like some
The Notebook. Like that's really like the only.
Definitely The Notebook.
Off the top of my head, I'm trying to think of some. I feel like I might have seen some recently.
Like Crazy Stupid Love is a good movie, but I don't think that their love story is like. It's more just like, oh, I like you. You know what I mean? Like I don't buy like this great big love story with them in that.
Yeah, I can see that.
La La Land, definitely. I'm trying to think. Like, oh my gosh, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. That's a cute movie. Yeah. Not that it's like this like epic love story either, but
I like You Got Mail with Tom Hanks. You're picking like those very like
cliche movies, and I don't even know if I've like seen those in completion to even like be able to say that.
Yeah. It's just not a genre that I know a lot about. And you don't know a lot about it because I feel like you've been with me and we don't watch a lot of them.
What was that movie that I just rewatched recently? He's Just Not That Into You. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, you could list
He's Just Not That Into You. I don't remember if I like really loved that when we saw it a long time ago, because I've literally only seen it like once, and then I watched it alone again recently, and I actually really liked it. So I don't know, maybe check that out. It's kind of
those are very cliched, movies. I think that 50 First Dates.
I want to watch that one again.
Romantic movie, obviously The Wedding Singer as well. Drew Barrymore, Adam Sandler. I'm trying to think of more like
celery sticks.
Highbrow. Do I look like I sneak in celery sticks, Jim? I wish.
The Mario mushroom is the Amanita muscaria. There used to be a Siberian cult dedicated to the use of the power of this powerful fungus. Oh my goodness, that is intense. What are you guys gonna do on Juneteenth? Nothing.
I don't know what Juneteenth or when it is. I forget. Is it on June 13th?
Oh my gosh. I mean, that sounds right. I mean, like, not to sound stupid, but I kind of forget what that day's for. Isn't it like Black History or something?
I think so.
Like, yeah, something like that. I'm so sorry. I'm not.
Way to make it awkward, Emmett.
I'm not good with history.
More than likely, I'll be working if it's on the weekend.
You work 3 days.
It's probably on a Monday. It's probably one of those like Memorial Day or Veterans Day, because
let's see. The 13th is a Tuesday.
I think it's a national holiday.
Do y'all want a live action Miles Morales movie? Sure. Yeah.
I think that I don't want it right now because right now we're in the middle of the Spider-Verse, so I don't want that to muck up that world.
True. Yeah, not now, but once
in the future for sure. I mean, I think it would be cool if he was introduced in the Tom Holland movies, like maybe the next one, which I actually have a story about the next one.
Which again, I don't want to like go into too much about Miles because I want to talk about it in the review, but like I really like Miles's character. Like I really I love him. Like, yeah. I don't want to talk about the movie too much because I will say though, like for this one, like I feel like it took a little bit for him to show up. So I was kind of like, where's Miles at? Like
Gwen's cool, but where's Miles at?
Where's Miles at? Yeah. So I will just say that.
No, I'm with you. It's the first one's my favorite Spider-Man movie for a reason. He's my favorite version of Spider-Man.
I don't know. He just has a lot of like just
A lot of
heart.
Like
personality.
he feels like, no offense to Peter Parker or Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield, but he feels like the purest form of that character.
Yeah.
The way it's intended to be.
Yeah. And I think that it's cool too because, you know, he's like new at being Spider-Man and they kind of like make fun of that a little bit.
Yeah.
And this one is.
And then they added in something else into this movie that I thought just added a whole lot more depth to his character, which I won't spoil, but
yeah,
I really love that.
Like I said, we're not going to talk about it, and then like I can't help it. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. Go see Spider-Man. Thelma and Louise part on Wayne's World though.
Was there a Thelma and Louise part? If there was, I don't remember the reference. I'll have to watch Wayne's World again to remember.
Watched The French Connection last night. Great movie, but thought the end was only okay.
I still need to see that. I have it.
Thelma and Louise is a classic, memorable theater experience for y'all.
Spider-Verse was definitely one of them for me because
La La Land.
La La Land was definitely one. We saw
it on New
Year's
Eve. Yeah, it literally turned midnight while we were watching it.
Yeah.
It was also just like kind of a different experience because like I knew what I was getting into, but I didn't know what I was getting into, and like there were some people that even walked out of the theater because they're like, "What the is this thing?"
We're going drinking. It's New Year's Eve.
No, it was like it was like an old couple, and they're like, "Oh."
I could see the woman being like, "I'm really into this." Well, no, we're out of here. Ethel, get up.
Ethel.
Don't worry about it. You can take your popcorn with you. We're out of here.
But we talked about this last week too. It was fun when we did like a double feature. That was a fun night.
Yeah,
because we don't get to do a lot of those.
Simple Favor was fun, even though I didn't.
Well, I'm talking about Kane, long time ago.
Yeah, that was fun. Even though, like, even if you don't like love the movies, like just the experience of doing the double feature is fun.
When you have kids and then you get to like have a night away, you feel like you get like that little like piece of before you had children, and you could just be more carefree, you know. So it's just always kind of fun to be like, oh man. But like even as a mother though, I'm still like thinking about my children, and I'm like worried about them anyway. But yeah, I don't know, it was fun. Okay. Did you see the comment about the Vacation box set? Did you see that about PlayStation? Yeah, I think we've said this before, but we don't like really play PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't really keep up.
I wish I did, but
we don't keep up with all that. I also saw you guys review about The Little Mermaid, and it sounds like you guys didn't like the movie as much. Yeah, the more I've like thought about it, the less I'm impressed with it. Like honestly, in the review, I gave it a 3.5, and I should have gave it a 3, like you did. It just, I don't know. Have you watched all Transformers films?
No, I actually haven't. I haven't seen The Last Night. I haven't seen Dark of the Moon, and I haven't seen Age of Extinction. I feel like I've seen pieces of those.
Yeah.
But you saw Dark of the Moon without me. You and your brother went to see it because I refused after Revenge of the Fallen. I said, I'm not seeing another one of these pieces of crap again. And I didn't go see Age of Extinction, but I think we watched like half of it. I think we rented it, the one with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. And
then we didn't finish it because it sucked.
That one was weird because he has this like daughter, and it like she looked like his girlfriend. It was kind of weird.
That's the thing with that movie. They make fun of that.
Yeah, like he's like got this like sexy daughter, and it's just like she doesn't look quite young enough to be like his teenage daughter, but like not old enough to be like a woman either. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
They need to learn how to like dress these girls, you know, like why do you have to put her in like, hey daddy, and she has like booty shorts on and a tank top and stuff. Like, it's just weird. Like, don't do that.
Like, if he's going to have a daughter, make her like 13 and put her in regular clothes.
Correct.
Which
no.
I believe they did in the Last Night. I think there was a younger girl in that one. But I didn't see that. Apparently it had Anthony Hopkins in it. Yeah. Mark Wahlberg came back, but
I only watched the first half of the Transformers movies. That was enough. Hey, Scarefest has Clint Howard, Bill,
David Arquette. I like to meet David Arquette.
Bill Mosley, David Arquette,
Nick Castle, from Texas Chainsaw 2.
Dimension loves Transformers. I'm meeting Kane Hodder. This weekend, and Doug Bradley.
Doug Bradley.
I don't know who any of those people
Doug
are.
Bradley is Pinhead from Hellraiser.
That's cool. Pulp Fiction and both Kill Bill's movies are my favorite.
Those are all solid picks.
Gerard Butler has a new movie called Kandahar.
What is that? I feel like I've seen a poster.
Same director as Greenland. We really liked Greenland.
Oh yeah, I love Greenland.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That made me feel like a kid again watching disaster movies. I loved it.
It was a good one. I'm going in the Flash for both Batman, Supergirl, and callbacks. Awesome. Greenland sequel in the works called Greenland Migration. Really?
Really?
I mean, they do leave it open at the end. You know,
I can't remember how Greenland ends.
Well, they like go in that bunker and then they come out and they look at everything.
And it hit, didn't it?
Yeah, it hit.
Okay. I couldn't remember if it actually hit in the movie.
But I don't know if they should make another one, you know? Like.
Yeah, then it's not a disaster movie. It's just a post-apocalyptic movie.
Yeah, we have enough of those. Sleepless in Seattle.
I think it could do something.
Monster Palooza was really awesome. It was my third time going this year. There's nothing like a horror convention. Unfortunately, though, Robert Englund canceled, which was a major letdown.
Oh, that sucks. He's getting old, though. I mean.
Same with Bruce Campbell and Danny from The Shining. Oh, wow.
Damn. That sucks.
I bet people were really upset
saw
about
that. Sam Raimi was there, though, who directed, Evil Dead's and Spider-Man trilogy.
Vinegar Syndrome has some pretty romantic titles. Wink.
They do. You want to check some of those out? We can bring them up and browse them on the stream.
It's not funny.
We should do that. I think that would be a pretty fun stream.
Honestly,
browsing the Peakorama titles.
Honestly, I think we should do it.
Or do we do it on my channel?
Would that be weird though?
I think we should do it on my channel.
Yeah, your channel for sure.
We don't want to muck up this channel.
You should do a poll and ask people. I feel like it would be very entertaining.
They'll probably have a Peakorama sale at some point. Hopefully it's not just Valentine's Day. I feel like they'll do another one. And
why do we have to have a sale?
I don't know. I just feel like that would draw more attention.
Oh.
But
I'm like, you're not buying them.
That's true. I guess we could do it anytime.
Yeah, people are going to be watching it just
this
for
Sunday.
The commentary.
This Sunday night.
There are people waiting in line for 6 hours or more just to meet Freddie. I can't imagine waiting that long and hearing he canceled.
They didn't know he canceled?
What?
What were they waiting all night or something?
Would Love and Basketball count as a romantic movie?
For sure. I mean, that's a romantic movie. I got the criterion of that. I haven't watched it yet.
What was the other one? The Last Dance. That's romantic.
The Last Dance, yeah. I don't know if I'd seen that. I think I've seen it.
What was it?
I like
10 Things I Hate About You.
Yeah, Can't Hardly Wait, too, I would say is a romantic movie. I mean, romance between Jennifer Love Hewitt and Ethan Embry. It's a pretty good one.
And forgetting Sarah Marshall, I love the vampire song. Yeah, it's funny. Like I'm singing. Pearl Harbor and Titanic, best romantic movies of all time. No joke.
Oh, Titanic, yeah.
My favorite romantic comedy is a remake of The Star is Born. Oh, that movie's messed up. That movie messed me up.
A tragedy for sure.
True.
But it is a romance, it's just a very toxic romance.
Russell Brand is so annoying. He kind of is.
I don't know. I like Russell Brand.
Do you know he's like super like...
He's very conservative. I'm pretty sure he's got a YouTube channel.
He has a YouTube channel. Yeah. He's like very like... He's all into stuff. Like, he's
all into politics. Yeah.
Yeah. Like they're...
I'm pretty sure he leans he's conservative.
Well, I forget like what means what with politics. But he's like very like... The government hates us. They treat us like crap. They're killing us. He's like very hippie. Like he believes in like, natural stuff and all that kind of stuff.
Politics are weird. I could explain the whole political spectrum because it's all gotten so convoluted.
Like he believes in the whole, like votes being
he believes in
and
the government being as close to anarchy as it can possibly get without being anarchy, which is the way that the way the country was set up initially, which is a libertarian, I'm pretty sure.
But yeah, he's got a YouTube channel. Okay, it celebrates emancipation. Juneteenth. Okay.
The Emancipation Proclamation.
Just so that I don't look like a total idiot. That's the end to slavery, correct? Okay. See, I'm not totally clueless.
You remember history.
I went to history. I went to a few history classes.
See, when I first heard Juneteenth, I thought it was the 13th Amendment. I thought it was reference to the 13th Amendment.
Oh. But. Yeah, I just I know it sounds terrible, but I just
somebody was like, no, that's not it. And then they said something else, and then I forgot what the other thing that was.
Yeah, if you ask me about a war, I couldn't tell you who fought it.
Who won World War II?
No idea. No idea.
We did. That's why we're still here.
I don't even know, I don't know. I'm not very, I don't want to say intelligent, but when it comes to that kind of stuff, You loved history though. In college, yeah, but you
the past
loved it.
10 years, I'm not into that at all. I used to be very into politics and history and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then I figured out that everybody's full of shit, and then I just stopped following it. I don't watch the news, and I don't
history,
care.
Though. You just like history.
What's the news now? Politics, people fighting with each other, people saying that Joe Biden's a mental.
Well, he is.
Has mental deficiencies, which he obviously does.
No matter whose side, this
and then somebody's getting shot. There's a shooting 5 times a day.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch that. I don't.
But yeah, regardless of what you think of Joe Biden, he is not in any condition to run our country. He keeps falling. Did you see that?
You just turned this into a political.
I know. He
channel.
Keeps falling, and people are like, "Oh my God! Get this man some help."
I think it's the best. All the memes that have been created recently.
This is an elderly man. It is.
The one where he's ordering Chinese food.
I sent that to you.
Oh God!
It's when you go to order Chinese and he goes, "She gonna Nina," he just starts mumbling a bunch of crap.
Oh God! The stuff I see come across
terrible.
TikTok and Instagram with Joe Biden and some of the funniest stuff I'll see all day.
Okay, back to movies. Tried to watch Spider-Verse Saturday, but my 2-year-old wasn't having it. Had to leave. Oh man, so sorry.
It's tough when you got the 2-year-old. I used to try to take Ellie.
Honestly, I was really surprised Ellie was into it.
She watches movies. If we're in the theater and she's got her snacks, she's
yeah,
good.
But I don't know. I was just it started going or whatever, and I just didn't think she was gonna.
She sat through Guardians. That's a live action.
Yeah, but
movie.
I don't know. She doesn't really watch a lot of cartoons and stuff, though.
Enough visual stimulation,
I guess. Spider-Man games for the PlayStation 5. Miles Morales is in it. Cool. June 19th, commemorating the emancipation of enslaved African Americans. Thank you so much.
Is it on June 19th every year, or is it one of those third Mondays of the month or something?
How about those new Apple VR glasses? Great tech, but $3,500. Oh my gosh.
Damn.
I never hated the Transformer movies. The cartoon was a ripoff of better Japanese cartoons, only intended to sell toys for Hasbro or Kenner. I never expected the movies to be good. All right. What are your thoughts on the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, and what's your favorite? I feel like you've answered this question a lot too.
I'm a big Nightmare on Elm Street fan. I don't even know how many you've seen. I feel like maybe I made you watch some when we first started dating, but I don't think you've seen one in maybe 20 years.
And I haven't seen them enough to know them.
Yeah. It would be fun to do a rewatch of the whole series. I love the entire franchise. So I used to not like 2 that much, but I've warmed up to 2 a little bit. So I won't say I love that one. I just like it a lot.
There's a European store in the city which I passed by that has romantic titles advertised out front.
But I didn't answer Emmett's question. My favorite is the first one.
Okay. Robert Englund has COVID. That's why no show. Oh, okay. Well, he's got to take
care of it.
He's got to
protect excuse. Robert Englund at all costs.
I know a girl named Sarah Marshall. She is always getting jokes about the movie.
Do you know who Robert Englund is?
Yeah, Freddy Krueger.
Okay.
Somebody already said that.
I'm just making sure.
Or Deadly Spooky said it. So even if I didn't know, he told me. Yikes. What was the yikes to me not knowing what history was?
Could have been anything.
By the way, Tim and I went to different cons.
Oh, really?
I guess they happened at the same time. I wish I could have met Christopher Lloyd or Sam Raimi.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah, babe, get it right. Yeah, I don't even bother with the news anymore. I just go outside away from the TV and see how most people are good to each other in real life. The rest is fluff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Sometimes you gotta just not watch that stuff because it's depressing.
Most people behave normally.
Oh my
when
God,
you're talking
haven't
to them
seen
in
the
person.
ordering Chinese food clip. The only politicians that aren't full of crap are the ones who don't get elected. People like to be lied to.
That's true.
What do they say? Ignorance is bliss.
Mhm.
I can't stand politics. I only like medieval history and stuff about World War II and World War I.
I mess up those all the time.
Nightmare 1 is so classic. The opening scene is perfect. The others are fun. The Japanese cartoons were intended to sell toys for Takara Tomy. Ken, what size t-shirt do you wear?
Extra large, but probably I should. It depends. Like I feel like I get extra large sometimes and they fit fine, and then sometimes I get extra large and it's way too small. So
Yeah.
2X, extra large.
Depends on how, yeah. Never watched Transformers as a kid. I didn't need to when I had Rambo and John Matrix. All right. Do we have any more topics? Got a few more?
We had a couple that we can, breeze through.
All righty.
Let's see.
What do we got?
So this is just we already talked about this, the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, viewers having trouble hearing the dialogue. So I can exit that off. We can talk about Vin Diesel and Jason Momoa. Vin Diesel said that Jason Momoa was the reason why Fast 10 was received poorly by the critics.
How so? What's his reason?
And when you go and read most of the critic reviews, most of them say that Jason Momoa was the best part. So it's just Vin in denial about how people think his franchise stinks.
Wow.
But it's still making
Why would
money.
he blame him? Just
I don't know.
They not like each other?
Vin Diesel's a crazy person. That's why like he has a huge ego, and that's why him and The Rock couldn't like work together, and they got like real beefs on set. And it even got to the point where they couldn't even be in the same like set together, like they had to be separate. Like separate scenes of the movie and stuff like that.
Pitiful.
But The Rock's apparently coming back. Like apparently he was in the post-credit scene of Fast 10.
Like how is Vin Diesel going to say that? And then I mean, I don't know how this movie ends, but it's just like that's got to be uncomfortable to talk crap about your co-stars like that.
And I'll say this just from the trailers, like Jason Momoa seemed to be the best character. And I don't even know anything about what's going on, the storyline. It just felt like he was doing the best job.
To me, he looked a little ridiculous, but that's just me.
He did, but
he seemed like a very quirky.
I mean, I like Momoa.
Character.
I just, I'll see Aquaman too.
Sounds like he's just jealous or something.
He is. He's always been that way. It's kind of gotten a little comical at this point. Let's see. Spider-Man 4 is on pause due to the writer's strike.
That's a lot of
this is the first time I heard that we were getting a Spider-Man 4, I believe. Maybe we said something about it before, but I always assumed that was a trilogy and they weren't going to do anymore. But I guess money. They're gonna make another Spider-Man.
Money talks.
What's the next one going to be called? Home? Has to be something home. No Way Home. We're Going Home. Maybe that's the last one.
Back home.
Back to the home. But yeah, writer's strike is delaying a lot of stuff. All the nerds are going to be upset. We're not getting Stranger Things and not getting Spider-Man. So what's going on?
All the nerds.
Upset. All the nerds like us. We're nerds.
Yeah.
We're movie nerds. All right, we'll just keep going along. I brought this up because I just thought this was interesting. This is the top 5 summer's most anticipated horror movies by Fandango. And this was voted by their Fandango like ticket users or people that purchased the tickets through them, I guess.
Okay.
But the number 1 horror movie that people are looking forward to is The Meg 2.
Interesting. And I never saw The Meg.
I don't even know if I classify The Meg 2 as a horror movie, but I guess from that image, it looks pretty horrific. And then number 2 is Insidious: The Red Door, which that makes sense. If that's all that's coming out this summer, that's a pretty depressing summer for horror. The Boogeyman's number 3, The Last Voyage of the Demeter, which I have heard some good things about. and The Blackening, which I also heard some good things about. But those movies are a little bit less on people's radar. So
what would you count as the Haunted Mansion?
That was under family movie because they had a separate list of family movies, and Spider-Verse was the top one on that. So,
gotcha. I mean, I know it's not really horror, but it is kind of scary. You know, a little spooky.
Yeah. Just a little telling. That's, you know.
I haven't heard anything about this. The Last Voyage of the Demeter.
I think it's a vampire movie or something. But yeah, that's the, you know, top 5 horror of the summer.
Okay.
And then we got a poster for Poor Things with Emma Stone with some paint on her face.
Yeah, this movie looks so weird.
I'm looking forward to it.
I know.
It might be a train wreck, but
it looks very strange for sure.
It does look strange. Oh, we changed it up. Oh my goodness. There we go.
Get it together.
All right, we're taking this out.
Okay.
All right, we can go back through the chat one more last time, and then we're gonna get the hell out of here.
All right.
So if you guys have anything you want to say, you want to embarrass us by throwing some more holidays in there that we don't know what they are, please do so now, or forever hold your peace.
Let's see. IMAX controversy aside, Oppenheimer will probably be my one movie this year I go to the theater for. All right.
There you go.
Never ask a guy what size t-shirt he wears.
I thought that was a girl.
He's saying never ask a guy, which was yourself.
Why would you not ask a guy? You think I'm ashamed to say my t-shirt size?
You're saying you thought that it was don't ask a girl.
Or it's your waist size, right, for girls?
I don't know. I thought it was never ask your age.
What waist size are you?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Jason.
How do you buy pants if you don't know?
Why are we talking about that
I don't know.
stuff?
I just want to see if you'd answer. I thought you would be proud now because you're, you know.
We're not getting into body shaming.
I'm not. Yeah. Quit body shaming me by asking me my t-shirt size. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
Jason Momoa has a big part and gets a lot of attention. Yeah, it looks like it. In that pic, Vin Diesel looked like a bald, aging woman. Back Home to Live in Aunt May's Basement is going to be the name. It ends with Vin Diesel and his son almost dying. Wow. Okay. Spoiler.
Was that a spoiler?
I think so.
It's Fast 10. It's okay.
Odin may be true, but the Japanese cartoons were so much cooler. Macross, as an example, was just so epic. Yeah, I don't know much about Japanese cartoons, but
you don't?
No.
Oh, you're really into Japanese cartoons.
Maria's excited for Meg 2 and Insidious.
Well, they are the top 2.
Tales from the Shelf is in the chat. This year has been so lacking in the horror department in general. Literally nothing noteworthy on the horizon. Well, you know, horror's had a good little bit, you know, right?
Last year, I think most people would say it was a really great year for horror. I don't know if I would or not. But this year, I liked Infinity Pool. So that's my top of the list for horror. Did you though? And then after that, it'd be Winnie the Pooh.
Compared to last year, which was good, we're halfway through, and what do we have? Evil Dead is the clear standout.
And I haven't even seen that.
Just got here. Did y'all cover the limited 70 millimeter IMAX release Oppenheimer is getting? I'm going to drive over 3 hours to be able to see it projected in that format. Wow.
I did not, man. I did not see that manual.
You are dedicated. I did know about, you did too. I knew about that. I saw something about it's like so many miles long of film.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah, it's crazy. The Demeter is the ship that Dracula arrives in London.
Nice. From the original Dracula, 1931 comes out on a ship.
That's cool. Flag Day is June 14th. Yeah. Ken, did you get any of the Vinegar Syndrome partner titles just announced the other day?
I did, Griff. I got Effects, and I got I can't remember the other one.
Oh, you can't? Or are you pretending not to remember?
I really can't remember. I got
I feel like you're lying.
Prague Nights. That's what I got. Prague Nights.
Ken's sleeping on the couch tonight. How do you deal with hot weather? Ugh, I hate hot weather. I do not tolerate the heat well at all. I feel very sick.
I don't like the cold.
When I get hot. Looking forward to your guys' Spider-Verse review. How was the sound in your theater? Not
Horrible.
great. Not great.
Was the whole movie just low for everybody? We heard about the voices being low, but like, was it just low for everybody in general? Because it was low for us.
This time next year, we might not have any movies coming out to the movie theaters. Wow, that's a grim look on things.
Douglas, I don't know, man. I feel like things are heating up.
Aaron, it seems like Disney live action remakes in general seem to get more strange. Out of all of them, least strange is live action 101 Dalmatians, while Lion King falls in nature territory. Yeah. Yeah, that's what you said. The Lion King was like a
sucked
nature documentary. I was watching Welcome to Derry be filmed in my hometown, and as I was leaving, I ran into James Remar. How excited I was.
I don't know James Remar off the top. The name sounds familiar. I don't know who he is off the top of my head.
That's still pretty cool. Douglas, that's simply not true. If you could get John Carpenter to direct a sequel to one of his movies, which movie would you choose?
The Thing 2. 100%. I want to see what happened to Kurt Russell and Keith David at the end.
Are y'all going to watch The Machine with Burt Kreischer and Luke Skywalker?
No, I don't care about that movie. I don't really think Burt Kreischer is that funny.
I don't even know that movie.
Yeah.
Yes, the sound was terrible for me too. Quiet and sounded like it was all coming out of the front. Okay, that's what it was for us.
Yeah,
we just thought it was our theater.
I'm like, I'm paying this extra money for this crap.
That is very strange. Michelle, you would hate Miami. Oh, I bet. Like, I love the beach. I love Florida, but it is like we get humid days here too, for sure. Like, we have humid heat, but like Florida is like another category. Theater sound is always less impressive than what I can achieve at home. I
agree. I don't even have a full setup, and it's still more impressive here.
Silent Attacker wants you to show off all of your Criterion. Do you have any Criterion videos?
I may. I was debating on whether or not I go back through and do collection update on all my.
Do they do a sale in July?
Yes. Barnes and Noble will.
Would you two ever do a live where you pretend it's a certain year and talk about the movies coming out that year? It'll be fun and different.
I thought about that kind of stuff before on my channel, talking about like going back to a specific year and talking about titles that are coming out that are already out. I don't know how interesting that would be for people. I don't know how that would do. It would be fun.
If a director or actor writes their own movie, should they be on strike?
I think so. I think that all writers are required to be on strike. When the strike is in effect, they're all supposed to be on strike. Nobody's supposed to be writing or creating anything. I'm pretty sure.
All right.
We had a couple more comments. 3 more comments. Kim, what are your thoughts on Full Metal Jacket from Kubrick? That is my second favorite Kubrick film. I love it. A lot of movies being delayed due to writer's strike.
That's true.
I think that's what Douglas was talking about.
Yeah,
and
just the strike.
Now I get what you're talking about now, Douglas. Yeah, I don't think it'll be that extreme, but yeah, could be right. They have an amazing sound systems in these theaters, and so somehow it usually just sounds loud and muffled. James Remar is Harry Morgan, Lord Raiden from Mortal Kombat. Oh, okay, yes, I know who you're talking about now. I know who you're talking about. That's awesome. Is Hereditary a reverse Exorcist movie?
What?
I have to think about that.
Oh my God, like you're having like a stroke or something.
I was thinking about it.
What the hell are you doing over
I don't know.
You're like looking up at the ceiling and shit. Like,
well, these lights are very bright sometimes.
No kidding. I feel like my eyes are like twitching, and
I'd have to think about that, Scaps. Unless Max has sunk tens of, if not hundreds of thousands in audio equipment, soundproofing, and calibration, I'm calling fake news. Who's Max? Let's see. You would enjoy Canadian. Oh, you're talking about Max Power. Okay, I got you. I thought you were talking about HBO Max for a second. You would enjoy Canadian winter. -20.
You would. Oh, you
Good
don't
night,
like the
folks.
cold. You said.
All right, so we're done.
Yep.
We're done talking. We went almost an hour and a half tonight. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. Hit the like button.
Hit the like before you go.
Leave us a comment. a thoughtful comments. We would appreciate that as well.
A thoughtful comment.
I don't just want any comments. Sometimes we just say hey, but I want a thoughtful comment today.
But real quick, I just want to say that Thursday we'll have our Spider-Man review. And then I think Saturday we might have something new coming. Something new.
Could be.
Something new brewing. A
Who
new
knows?
series that we will possibly see through.
We may not have anything coming if you get all your teeth taken out this Wednesday.
Are you serious right now? Why are you talking about my teeth?
You got a dentist appointment, so
Yeah.
it's always possible that all your teeth could be taken out.
I do have a dentist appointment.
All right, look, we appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you're just watching us and you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, hit the subscribe button.
Okay, you're really dragging
we like
us out,
those
aren't you?
subscribers. And all right, let's just end it.